Yo, it's your boy Vader, finally back with another video, feeling much more energetic than usual. Today I watched Watchmen, a cult classic. I didn't even know it was a cult classic, but I ended up watching this movie as a young one, back in elementary school. I had no idea how popular it was. In fact, I also ended up playing it on PS3. It was like a game that one of my cousins had on his PS3. That's all that I remembered about it until I had saw it on my illegal website. I'm a scumbag, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I ended up watching it again on an illegal website. I had no idea it was 3 hours and 30 minutes. But regardless of the situation, I watched it. I sat there and I watched through all 3 hours and 30 minutes of this movie. And there's a clear reason why. Because the movie was fire. Alright, the movie was gas. Okay, it's obvious because you probably know about the movie. I mean, it's been around forever. It's been around for like 1 decade. I think it came out in 2009. I get like 13 years. If my math is correct, I don't know if it is. I'm really bad at math, by the way. I flunked my math star test in elementary school. But yeah, I watched it and it was really good. The movie was amazing. I just, I want to remind you about how good this movie is. If you've seen this movie before and you've completely forgotten about the movie, don't be surprised. Okay, you probably haven't seen this movie forever. Either that or you're too young and you never even knew that it existed. This movie is fire. It's a Zack Snyder film, okay? Zack Snyder's Justice League was good. Justice League was not good, but Zack Snyder's Justice League was good. Okay, so I guess if that increases your curiosity, then go ahead and check it out. First off, this movie is basically about a world where heroes have pretty much been banned. To pretty much sum up this 3 hour long movie, it's just Rorschach. Rorschach. That's all it was to me. I cared about nobody else but Rorschach. And also Mr. Manhattan's relationship issues, Mr. Manhattan girl problems, and Rorschach mental abuse, psychopathic tendencies, and cheating, more psychopathic tendencies, and betrayal,
killing millions to save billions,
and war is basically what this movie is about. So the main goal in the movie is to stop World War III, and the main cast was planning to stop World War III by using the power of Dr. Manhattan. If you don't know who Dr. Manhattan is, he's this professor or this doctor that got caught in a random horrible scientific incident or whatever. He got blown to smithereens, and then all of a sudden he came back as just ball of just energy, pretty much, that can like manipulate matter. He can basically create anything and transform anything. So he's basically like, anyways, he's not like God, but he has the power to make things and move things and be places really quickly because he can teleport. He's pretty powerful, I'm not gonna hold you. Everyone was teaming up with Dr. Manhattan to pretty much save the world and keep the world from World War III. The problem is that over time, Dr. Manhattan started to his mental state started clapping itself. His mental state started slipping, basically, I mean, he slowly became a different person, His human self died, basically. And whatever he had become started to pretty much take over. And this all occurred because his girlfriend left him. Because she didn't like the services that he would provide. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. He dodged the bullet. That girl cheated on him. That's not all it's about. But still, his girlfriend pretty much left him after he got dumped again for the second time. He decided, you know what? I'm low-key losing it. And this was the worst time for his manager or whatever to schedule him an interview, because he ended up going to an interview the day after, or the same day that the girl broke up with him. The girl is also a superhero, by the way, and cheated on him. He was getting stormed with questions by the people. All of a sudden, he lost it and he exploded. Pretty much, he literally, I'm not even joking. He exploded and evaporated an entire room of reporters. Just an entire room of people just got turned into nothing. They literally turned into nothing. It was just a blue flash and they all disappeared. So basically what Dr. Manhattan doesn't know is that this entire time, the guy that he's been working with to try and save the world, aka, I forgot his name, but he's one of the heroes. Yeah, he's actually considered one of the heroes. But this entire time, the guy that's been trying to help him or save the world, he's been trying to help save the world, has pretty much been manipulating him in order to get the power that he has to use it. Why did he want to do that again? I guess it was to stop World War III, or maybe just kill Dr. Manhattan. I don't really know. I mean, he tried to kill him at the end of the movie, but it didn't work out, and he got bodied. Not only do we go through that Dr. Manhattan story, we also go through Rorschach's story, and also the owl guy. We go through his story too. But out of all three of those characters, in my opinion, Rorschach's story was my absolute favorite. And I feel like Rorschach was, I mean, I guess you could say there's really no main character, but I feel like Rorschach was definitely the main character of this movie. Out of everything, I feel like he was. And his ending is very sad. It was pretty depressing. I didn't like it, for one. I mean, the death of Rorschach kind of sucked. But I mean, he took it like a man, you know? Basically, what Rorschach is he's like Batman. But if Batman just never, ever stopped and he wasn't a billionaire. Basically, he's like a poor version of Batman, pretty much. But he doesn't have a cape, he has a mask, and it moves. It has like the little shadow things that, you know, they put people in front of and tell me, and you know, they show it to you and they be like, what do you see? And then you'll be like, I don't know, an elephant having intercourse with a rainbow, like, I don't know, a moth birthing a child, like, you know, the random flashcard things. Those. There's a scene that I really loved. Rorschach had a lot of scenes that I loved, but his favorite arc, or at least Rorschach's favorite arc for me in this movie, was him getting sent to prison. The Rorschach prison arc was fire. Even the way that he got arrested was gas, because he literally just started fighting all the cops. He just started beating all of them. It was crazy. And then, like, he got toppled when, like, 10 dudes jumped up top of him. They couldn't really stop him. He was still fighting, bro. He's actually, like, he's a skinny-looking dude. Rorschach is small. He's my height. He's 5'5". But I'm not super skinny. Rorschach is mad skinny, bro. He's mad skinny, and he does look old. In fact, the actor that plays him is 62, I believe. In the movie, he was 52. If that makes sense. Or 51, or 53. Anyways, he was up there in age. I tell you, bro, he played his role perfectly, I gotta say. And not even to mention, my favorite thing about Rorschach was his voice. His voice is insane. It's crazy. I would.
It's October 29th, 2023.
It's like, bro, I can't even.
Wait. It's October 20th.
Bro, like, how do you talk like that? The whole movie, he talks like that. And I was just wondering to myself, bro, how is his throat not annihilated? Because, you know, after you talk like that for a while, for like a really long time, if you do like a
raspy voice or not, sometimes your throat still starts to hurt. And that's unfortunate. But in order to maintain it, you have to continue on.
And that's one of the things that I've always, like, been, like, skeptical about when it came to, like, if I wanted to do voice acting and kind of have that as one of my voices that I do. Because I know after a while, that mug gonna start hurting. But yeah, Rorschach's voice was absolutely amazing and I loved it. He was a great character. He is my favorite character in this whole movie. Rorschach was the reason why I watched this movie, because I saw a random clip on TikTok of Rorschach in prison, and he beats up this one guy. He absolutely claps him. Basically what the dude is, right? And then I'll end the video. The dude pulls up on Rorschach in prison, right? And he like, hey, I heard about you, because, you know, Rorschach was one of the dudes that put him behind bars. He's like, I heard about you, right? And Rorschach's just standing there like this, and the dude's just talking to him. Okay, no, Rorschach's standing here like this, right? He's just, you know, with his little food tray at lunch, and then the dude's just talking to him like this, like, bruh, you pretty famous around here. Well, guess what? I'm pretty famous too. The dude pull out his little shank, right? The dude pulls out his shank, and Rorschach's just chilling, right? Rorschach looks around, and he sees, like, the fryer for, like, the fries on the other side of the window. Hey, bro, stop looking at my yeah. He sees the fryer for the fries on the other side of the window. Rorschach's like, alright, bro. So this dude just pull out his shank, right? So what he does is, he pulls his tray back and then smacks him on top of the head. And then Rorschach breaks the glass and pulls out the fryer, the entire fryer, and just throws all the oil all over the dude's face. And the dude's just sitting there on his knees, just screaming. Literally screaming, right? And then Rorschach just looks out. He looks at every prisoner there, because they're all, like, talking trash to him because he put him behind bars, right? And they're like, you don't understand. I'm not locked in here with you. And then like the cops come up and they grab him and they punch him in the face and he's like, "You're locked in here with me." It was so fire. Anyways, go check out the movie. Like, sub, subscribe, comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the movie. I love y'all. It's your boy Vader. See y'all later. Peace.
None of you seem to understand. I'm not locked in here with you.
That's it! You're locked in here with me!